This is a tutorial that will take you through how to make a very simple augmented reality presentation in Vortals. So the first thing we're going to do is click on the New Vortal button in the Vortals menu. And that will take us to a new project setup. So I'm going to give it a name called Dino Demo. Now you're going to see some options here, mixed reality and adaptive mixed reality. This project we will stay with mixed reality. Interaction type we will keep it linear, but the aspect ratio we will change to 16:9, and we'll choose Create. And that will take us to the slide setup. And in the slide setup you have the options to create a 2D slide, a 3D slide, a virtual reality slide, an augmented reality slide, and a GPS slide. Now I am going to choose 2D slide for this initial slide. So the first thing I'm going to do is add some text. And if you look at the top of the menu system here, you can see a bunch of buttons and a text button. So I'm going to click that and a text box appears. And so to edit the text box, you double click and I can now add some text. I'm going to call it Dinosaur Demo. Now these red dots here allow me to scale the text size, the text box size, correction. And I'm going to give it a font, and I'm going to give it a size. And you can see all the different text properties there on the right-hand properties panel. So I'm going to move this here. And now I'm going to give this an image background. So I'm going to come to Image, I'm going to click that, and that'll take me to a navigator system. And I'm going to choose this grey image. So what's happened here is the grey image has loaded on top of the text image and it's been obscured. And I want the text image to come out on top. So what I can do is right click and I can send backwards or I can send to back depending on how far in the layer system I want to send the object back. So now you've seen that the grey image has been sent to the back of the layers and the Dino Demo is on top. So when I click that, I'm going to change its font to white. Okay, so I'm happy with this very basic setup, and I'm going to add a new slide. So I come to the top left here, and I click Add Slide. And this time I'm going to choose an augmented reality slide. When I click that, I now am given a whole bunch of options for augmented reality. Vortals has two different ways that it deals with augmented reality slides. The first way is to use no image at all. And what that means is that when you have a device that is augmented capable, and you choose no image, when the slide activates, the augmented reality content will project into the real world. And you can walk around an entire room or an outside area and you will see augmented reality content projected into that world. The other way it can deal with it is to use tracking images. So I'm going to choose this vertical tracking plate and I'm going to click Create. And now you can see this image here is our tracking plate. And when the phone activates, or when a device activates, the camera will turn on and it will start looking for this image in the real world. And when it finds this image, it will augment content relative to the position that you put it to in this editor system. To demonstrate that, I will load a 3D model. And I've got some dinosaur bones in a 3D format. I'm going to click Open, and the object is now loaded right here, you can see. Now, depending on your 3D system and the object size you've exported at, you might find a very small model, you might find it be very large. And if you want to make it bigger or smaller, you can right-click, choose Scale, and then this grey box in the middle will allow you to scale the object up or down, depending on what you want. I think I might rotate him a little bit as well. Okay, so now we have a system ready for export to the phone. So what I'll do is I will save this file, Dino Demo. And now, if I choose File, Export, I can export the project into a format that's ready to load onto a phone. So I'll choose Export Project, and I'll choose the folder Dinosaur Tutorial, which I've been working off. I'll select that folder, and it will now export to that folder. So if I navigate to that folder, now we'll see dinodemo.vrtl. So this is a Vortal file that's been exported. And you can either upload it and send it via the internet to your phone or your device, or you can connect your device and you can copy it manually to that device. To put a Vortal file on an iOS device, you can either send it digitally or you can use iTunes to copy the file across. To do so, navigate to iTunes and find this button up on the top left-hand side of the menu pane. When you click that, you'll be taken to a new menu system, and in that menu system you'll find File Sharing. Now if you click on File Sharing, you'll be taken to the File Sharing menu here, and you'll see the Vortals logo. So if you click Vortals, you'll be taken to another menu here, and then you can choose to add file to this system. So if you click Add File, navigate to wherever it is that you've put the Vortal file. In this case, I've put it under Dinosaur Tutorial, Dino Demo Vortal, click Open, and it's now copied across. Now, in order to load this, simply go to your iPad and either start or restart Vortals. Once you've connected your device to the computer, you should see a pop-up occur under this PC. And in this case, I've attached a Galaxy Tab S3 to the computer, and if I click down on Tablet, I can now get to the folder system of the device. In this case, I've got a folder I've already created, but you can drag the Vortal file anywhere into this folder system. So let me double-click on that and then drag the Vortal file onto my phone or my device. Once it's on the device, go to the device and find the app My Files. And once you've found My Files, click on it and navigate to Internal Storage. And from there, find where it is that you've put the Vortal file. And once you've found the Vortal file, simply click on it to load the Vortal. Now, depending on the size of the file and the speed of your device, the load times will vary. But once it's loaded, the presentation should play. And here we see the Dinosaur Demo presentation automatically switching from 2D to augmented reality mode. And that's how simple it is to create a mixed reality presentation using Vortals.